Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope that wherever you're at, your day's going awesome. My day is great today. As you guys could see, I've spent quite a bit of money because in front of you is the Lego Avengers Tower. This retails for $4.99, so $500 here in the US. It was released on Thanksgiving, so November 24th. Haven't had a chance quite to build it yet. Very excited. Um, Again, $500 is a lot to swallow here, but what's that they say when you make bad decisions, you only live once. But really happy to have this. I do have the Lego Daily Bugle, so I'm gonna be displaying this alongside that set. I got this from lego.com, as I said, on November 24th, set 76269, 5,201 pieces. Of course, there's been plenty of videos, on YouTube about this set. So I figure why not let me throw up my thoughts. Again, it's a pretty big box. What's considered the back of the box, which shows you the set itself, some of the features and the things that come out. Of course, some of the MCU moments like the Hulk there slamming Loki around. You've got, of course, America's ass. There's Captain America. You've got the Avengers there. I'm assuming that's from Age of Ultron when they're trying to pick up Mjolnir to see who's worthy. And of course, you got, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, Endgame. This is when Loki, I guess, is being taken prisoner and he steals a cube, which leads directly into Loki, right, on Disney Plus. Again, I'm going to be building this. Hopefully, it's a great build, but right now I'm very excited. I also did manage to get this, which it was part of the offer when you got the Avengers Tower here. This is pretty much a cab. It's a taxi cab, but of course you get Black Panther here, and looks like two Chitauri soldiers. So this is a nice little gift. I will be building this. I'll be displaying that alongside this. So pretty big box, lots of minifigures, so you guys can see there. Okay, guys, so here I am back with the Lego Avengers Tower, fully built, finally got done. Took me, I want to say about 2 weeks, about an hour per day. I took my time. Obviously, you can build this probably in a day if you just probably take a full 8-hour workday to do it. But I wanted to take my time and thoroughly enjoy this build. This is probably the second biggest Lego set that I own. I do have the Lego Millennium Falcon in the UCS, the latest version in my collection. So this would probably be the second biggest build that I've ever done, I would say. You would think all these windows here would be the most tedious part, but they actually do a very good job of doing the windows in different steps. So you're not going to do them all at once. I will say what was a bit tedious is this section here. All these windows, these you all do have to do in one step. So from the perspective of a tedium, that would probably be it. The rest of the build, I myself found very enjoyable here. Of course, this set does come together once you put in all the little minifigs and details around. I think if you didn't have any of the minifigs, this would probably be just another building. But I think the addition of all these minifigs and details certainly is what gives this build here its character. And I'll just start you off here from the top. You'll see here we got Eric Selvig, the character there from Avengers 1. He's trying to fix or figure out a way to close out the portal, so the bad guys stop coming in. Then I put up here the Scarlet Witch, which again, she wasn't in that first Avengers movie, but my understanding of this whole set is that they try to include different options, different scenes from the different Avengers movies. That's why you got characters such as the Falcon here. Obviously, he wasn't in the Avengers movie, at least not in the first one or the second one. But again, they included him here. We've got the Ultron. I think that's Ultron Mark 1. So one of the drones. We've got Rhodey, of course. I put him up here flying. You do get a lot of these clear pieces, and then they go sort of they clip into the sides of the building. So again, really cool. I put him there. Part of the build, of course, includes building the A for the Avengers tower, and that was really cool. You do get a bit of a, I guess, a landing bay. You can build this Quinjet here as a separate piece. It's a smaller version, of course, than the bigger one. One of the cooler minifigures with this set was actually the one that I put up here, and that would be the Vision here. Really cool plastic little cape. And again, I think well, this is the first time I've ever had a Vision minifigure. So again, it's cool that they included that. You do get a couple of these, the bad guys, the Chitauri, I believe they're called. So you get like 4 or 5 of them in the set. And down here, I put in Hawkeye Clint, of course, diving down to sort of represent that scene from Avengers 1. Moving on down this way, they do include Wong in this set. Of course, he was not in Avengers 1 or 2. He was obviously part of Infinity War and Endgame. So they do include him here with his portal. And again, they do give you more of those clear plastic pieces to sort of make it seem like he's coming out of his portal. Over here, we got more Chitauri in one of these vehicles, and again, more of the clear plastic pieces. So that's really cool. They give you all that. We've got Nat here, the Black Widow. You guys can see her right there, sort of diving down on Loki here, and the Chitauri in this vehicle that's connected together by a little ball joint. And of course, it's being held by those 2 clear plastic pieces. And as you move on down, we've got the Hulk. This is I believe, a new mold as far as the head. I do have a previous version of this figure where the head is fixed in place. It doesn't move. In this case, you can turn that head left and right. So that's really cool. And here I just try to recreate, or at least they try to recreate, the scene of Avengers 1 where the Hulk's jumping from building to building, smashing the bad guys. So I've got him there holding one of the bad guys around, sort of jumping up and down. Before we keep moving on down, right here on the side of this building, we've got a I think this was the Mark 7, if I'm correct. This is the scene where Tony kind of gets thrown out of the window by Loki in the first Avengers movie. And of course, he's got the wrist-mounted thing, and he calls in the armor, and he suits up mid-flight. A really cool scene. So I decided, again, to put that there. Over here, you can see 2 minifigs. You can see a couple inside, but you could see one specifically out here, and that is the Wasp. Those wings are like plastic. The Wasp, of course, was not in Avengers 1 or 2 or even in Infinity War. She was in Endgame, or TN. But again, it's cool they include that minifig. As we move on further down now to the ground floor, we got a couple of minifigs in here. We've got Kevin Feige right there all the way on the left, holding some kind of sandwich or something, or a slice of pizza, whatever that may be. His coffee, I'm assuming. We've got, I believe that's in the middle. That was obviously, I think, Robert Redford as Alexander Pierce. So again, he first appeared, at least in the movies, in the Winter Soldier, right? I think that was the Captain America, the second Captain America movie. And we've got them there with 2 guards, 2 shield guards. Of course, they've got their weapons and their manacles, or their things there to hold Loki in place. Then we've got, of course, if you saw Endgame, they went back, I guess, to a different time line there. And that's Tony Stark dressed up as a shield guard. They were trying to get an Infinity Stone from essentially the cube from Avengers 1. So that's Tony in disguise there as a shield agent. Down here, we've got, of course, the man here, Nick Fury. So again, he gets a gun and looks like some kind of walkie-talkie. Behind him, you'll see there's a little plaque, Battle of New York Memorial, of course, Steve Rogers, Tony Stark, Thor, Bruce, Natasha, and Clint. So that's really cool. Right here on the front of the building, you got a fire hydrant. You've got some benches and some barriers. Of course, I don't know if you could see back there. They do give you two microfigs of the Ant-Man. I put one right there. And the other one that they give you is actually over here. I put him back here on the tail end of this Leviathan thing, whatever it's called, I forget. But you do get to him, so I put him back here. But you do get to build one of these things, obviously, from the first Avengers movie. You saw them flying around New York, destroying things. You saw the Avengers fighting on them. But here, of course, you get a Thor minifig, and in this case, you get this nice lightning detail there that you can stick to the hammer. In my case, I put him like he's slamming the hammer down on the monster to sort of try to get him down. And of course, you get this nice clear plastic acrylic, clear plastic piece here to, it's like a little flight stand to help him sort of look like he's flying. As far as the building itself, as I said, I think what makes this set for me anyway, it's all the little minifigs and the details that they've included here. You've got the launching pad, you got the little tower there, going back this way. I didn't put much in the back here. You do get another A. I didn't put any minifigs on the back here simply because where I'm going to be displaying it, this back part is not going to be showing too much. But over here, as we move on down, we got a couple more details or nods. You've got the pager to call Captain Marvel from the end of Infinity War. We've got just an empty cardboard box there. We got a trash can in here, and this does open. You can take it out, and I'm attempting to open this with one hand. But if you do open the garbage can here, you've got what looks like some food in a wrapper. You've got, I don't know, a piece of broccoli or something. And of course, somebody threw some pin particles in the trash. At least that's what the instructions say to do. So that's rather interesting, but that's an additional little detail that they include in there. There is also, as you could see there, a back door here with some stickers. It says New Exhibit Captain America, the Avengers logo, exit only. Of course, you can open this door and see some of the inside, which I will show you in a second. So some little neat details here in the back, but I, unfortunately, because of the room that I have and the way I will be displaying this, I probably will not be able to see much of this back part, which doesn't bother me too much. Over here on the side, not as much detail, but as you can see, you get all these little ports. So if you wanted to have all these minifigures flying around or whatever, you could, because you have all these little sections where you can stick, the clear parts there to make them look like it's flying. And over here on the side, you've got all this neat little detail that goes all the way up here. You've got some antenna work there, and of course, you've got there the ladder. But really, really cool. Just giving you guys a bit of a better look here. But overall, I enjoy this build. And there is a section here that comes off here on the front. Just trying to give you guys a good look. So essentially, this whole section here pulls out. This is not, sort of in there permanently. You can always just pull it out as such. As you can see, it comes out. And over here, we can start off from the bottom. Of course, this is the lobby. So you guys saw the front door, the entrance is there. And over here, you'll see I just put a random hot dog there on the floor. This, I think you can build with Wong. But I just kind of put it there. You've got two little chairs. You got the reception area with the computer. You've got a soda there, machine, Rush. And you could see there, Vita Rush. I'm assuming maybe that has to do with the Vita rays that Captain America to get big. You've got an elevator. I don't know if you guys could see that. There's an elevator all the way back there, which they're all connected on the same floors. And over here on the next floor, of course, you get two Captain America minifigs. You get the, I want to say there's a 2012 Cap on the floor, and of course his newer or 2021 2 version, whatever that was. So it was Cap versus Cap, as you saw in Endgame. And of course, that's to recreate that scene that we saw from that movie. Were really cool. They gave you two minifigs. And of course, here, there's more detail on the inside. I think this is one of the things about this set is that they do pack a lot of detail in this interiors, but unless you really look or you have this open, you're really going to lose a lot of that detail. This would probably be a good set to put some lights in, just to give it that bit more of a highlight. You got the shield there. So you get two shields. He gets a shield that just kind of sits there, or he can hold it, and then another one that he's holding there. Moving up to the next floor, we've got a dummy right there on the right, and we've got Pepper Potts on the left holding a computer tablet. You've got the damaged Iron Man suit there, kind of floating in place. You got a couple of more screens there you could see in the back, so some additional detail. Again, there's the elevator on the same side. You got here on the next floor Dr. Cho with some kind of syringe there. You got some newspapers right there on the floor. This is, I guess, meant to be the cage or the trap that it was meant for the Hulk, but I think they had Loki in there and he ended up getting out. This is from the first Avengers movie. I don't think this was in the Avengers Tower at all, but again, I'm assuming this is a nod to an Avengers moment. So that does open here. And again, I don't know if you can barely see it. And that's what I mean is there's a lot of details packed into a very, very small space. If you could look right there to the left, there's Arnim Zola in a computer console, and the elevator there's got some stickers that says "No Hulk Allowed." Kind of funny. And then as you move up here, this section, the Quinjet does come off, so you could take it off here, and essentially here there's more detail. Which the cool thing is they gave you a couple of options if you want to get more visibility. You can take this whole top part. It's not tabbed in any way. And then you can get a better idea of what's in there. This is pretty much to recreate the scene from the Avengers Age of Ultron, where they're all sitting around attempting to lift Thor's hammer. So that's what you got. Mjolnir. There you got some plants. You got, of course, some of the drinks they were drinking at Lamp. You got two TV screens on the left and the right. And again, you can't really see it. You lose a lot of this detail because of how everything is in there. And this section here actually comes off. So you can take this out. It's not tabbed in. And again, gives you more of a look here on the very top floor. You got some additional detailing. Right here on the right, I don't know if you can make that. There's a sticker on the floor, and this is meant to recreate that part where the Hulk kind of slams Loki around repeatedly. I don't know if you could see that, but right there on the floor, there is a little sticker meant to recreate Avengers #1, which again, really cool that they included that. And then this top portion here does open, and again, Loki's scepter here with some computer screens and monitors and antenna, and again, to recreate parts of that movie, or Avengers 1 anyway. So this opens and closes. But really cool nonetheless. I know this set is pretty pricey for all intents and purposes, so it's not something that it's an impulse buy. For me specifically, because I'm a huge fan of the Avengers movies, Marvel in general, and I also do have the Lego Daily Bugle. I want to pair this up with that one to sort of have them together. Now I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do if they do end up making an X-Men Mansion, because I will be getting that set if they do make it, or it releases later in 2024. But overall, really happy with this set. Again, I know it's pretty pricey, so it's not something that everybody would have access to. But if you do, and you're looking for something like this, this is kind of like a celebration of everything Avengers, of MCU specifically anyway. So it's really cool. If I had to say, as I mentioned, one of the tediums was building this whole panely section. That did take a bit of a test of my patience because you do build all these windows all at once, like 7 different times or something like that, from what I remember. But that was about it. The other, I guess, thing that I wish they would have done from a minifig standpoint, we got so many minifigs, so it's a little hard to complain, but we got Wanda. Why didn't we get Quicksilver? This I think would have really rounded out the set. I would have been willing to give up one of these shield guards to get Pietro, to get a Quicksilver on the set, and I think that really would have made it a bit more complete. But really cool nonetheless, but overall, really happy with it. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if I missed anything, certainly please let me know. I'm always willing to help. Of course, I missed Iron Man here flying up. Of course, he was down here on the on the wall, but he's also up here flying up. So you do get a couple of Iron Man figures here. But really cool set. Really, really cool set. Anyway, thank you so much if you made it to the end of this very shaky video. I really want to thank you for your very valuable time. But otherwise, we'll catch up next time. Thank you so much. Take care.